What's playing out in San Mateo County right now has the makings of a soap opera. There are calls for the sheriffs to resign after accusations of retaliation, intimidation, and a secret office romance with her executive director. But even a TV writer might not have scripted what came next in the middle of this whole thing. The accusations against her are contained in a 400-page independent report. We've already told you about it. And much of the misconduct alleged inside of it centers on Corpus's relationship with this man, Victor Ayanye, accusing her of creating a special position for him, pushing for him to get big raises, and then hiding their romantic relationship. The report claims Ayanye fostered a culture of bullying and fear inside the department, oftentimes overstepping his role as a civilian employee. And today, the Board of Supervisors met to discuss their vision for the sheriff's future and called on Ayanye to be fired from his job. Here's the twist, though. The sheriff showed up to that meeting, and she doubled down. She said she wasn't going anywhere. And not only was she staying put, she announced she was promoting Victor Ayanye, too.
Effective immediately, I'm appointing Dr. Victor Ayanje to the position of Assistant Sheriff. I am the sheriff of this county. I answer to the people of San Mateo County who elected me. I will not be bullied.
Our reporter Wilson Walker was in the room when that happened and said he heard audible gasps. A few minutes later, the board made it clear they still want Sheriff Corpus to resign.
Supervisor Corzo?
Yes.
Supervisor Mueller?
Yes.
Motion passes unanimously.
The board took a vote of no confidence in Sheriff Corpus and voted to eliminate Ayanye's current position as chief of staff. It remains to be seen whether Corpus can actually promote him to assistant sheriff at all. The county's lawyer was directed to look into that today. The board also moved to send the investigation to the San Mateo County Civil Grand Jury and the DA's office. Our Andrea Nakano has reaction to all the chaos surrounding one of the most powerful law enforcement agencies in the Bay Area.
I am the sheriff of this county. I answer to the people of San Mateo County who elected me. I will not be bullied.
Sheriff Christina Corpus's appearance at the meeting was both unexpected and shocking.
What has happened the last few days is disgusting. I will not allow the board to threaten me and attempt to fire my chief of staff without cause. This inquiry was politically motivated and one-sided. It was filled with lies.
Sheriff Corpus and Chief of Staff Victor Ayanye are central figures in an independent 400-page investigation. Details focusing on allegations of abuse of power, intimidation, and retaliation. Retired Judge Lourdes Cordell talked to numerous employees during the investigation, but the top cop has yet to speak with her.
Sheriff Corpus, will you agree to sit for sworn testimony in front of Judge Cordell? Sheriff Corpus?
Mr. Mueller, when I have representation, legal representation, I will answer that question.
Many deputies with the Sheriff's Department say morale is extremely low, and many are frustrated with the lack of response from Sheriff Corpus and her administrative team.
I think it just goes to show that what the DSA and the OSS have been saying is completely valid. We have been talking about trying to get transparency. We've been talking about trying to get cooperation from the sheriff, and so far we have gotten nothing but resistance, and nothing that was said by her in there contradicts that.
Along with a vote of no confidence, the Board of Supervisors voted to eliminate the Chief of Staff position held by Victor Ayanye. But in a surprise move, Sheriff Corpus tried to appoint Ayanye as her assistant sheriff during the meeting.
I was surprised, disappointed, and honestly just in awe that the practice of continuing to try to promote this man, despite the sustained allegations, is continuing, and that she does it in public.
The county will be looking to see if Ayanye even meets the requirements of the job, since his background is in real estate and not law enforcement. Supervisor Corzo says she tried to reach out to the sheriff in September by phone and text to get her side of the story, but never heard back. Corzo says she's concerned for her well-being.
It's not logical to do the things that the sheriff has done. And to a certain extent, I do fear for her safety, emotional, physical, etc.
As an elected official, there are only a few ways to remove the sheriff from office. Those include a recall or an amendment to the county charter for supervisors to be able to fire her with just cause. Both options would have to be approved by voters, a process which can take quite a bit of time. In the meantime, employees say they fear retaliation until there is a change in leadership.
Not even a little bit, unfortunately. Yesterday, our president, Carlos Tapia, was arrested on what we believe to be baseless charges. I have no reason to believe that more retaliation isn't coming. I have no reason to believe that when I walk out of here, I'm going to be retaliated against. It's, quite frankly, inevitable, in my opinion.
At this point, Sheriff Corpus has not given any indication of stepping down. She has vowed to stay in her job and fight her opponents.